From downtown Scranton, this is Northeast Current. WQPX invites you to join us as we explore public affairs, current events, and arts and culture in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now let's meet today's guests on Northeast Current.
Welcome into Northeast Current on the ION Network. My name is Kate Moss, and we are here with Dave Williams and Thor Hobbs, who have started an amazing program called Students United. It's an anti-bullying program currently in a lot of the schools here in northeastern Pennsylvania and growing by the day and pretty much by the minute. We had our first show last year that I ever hosted with Dave and Thor about Students United. That was all the way back in November. Could you believe it?
Wow, it seems like yesterday.
It does.
Yeah,
it does seem like yesterday.
School started already.
I know, it did. And there's so much to talk about, especially with this program. So many people are involved. So many children are involved. And Dave, tell us a little bit of an update. What is Students United and where has it been going?
The program, it started out in a very hard time. A few of our fellow Pittsonians, classmates at Pittston area, and also in the Nanticoke School, some kids, they took their own lives, and that put a stop to anything in my mind about not wanting to do this. I always wanted to do something like this, but that was the icing on the cake. And since then, the program has gone from a couple of friends calling that needed help to people like Joanne Weaver and Fran Armitage Moran, people who got me involved with the community, low housing community, and also with some of the schooling. A lot of the people that are involved with the kids over here have helped out in a lot of different areas. There's a gentleman, his name is John, and forgive me, I can't remember his last name. He helps out quite a bit with the program. He offers with the community center in Wyoming on Schooley Avenue transportation, and with these buses, with this transportation, we do a few things with the kids. We take them swimming. We go up to Francis Slocum State Park. We do some healthy things besides going over the daily problems. Mm-hmm. The program it hasn't grown. It's growing continuously. We're right now in the process of opening our first school, and there's two entities that are going to be involved in this school. One, of course, is going to be the anti-bullying program. We're going to take kids who have problems, kids who are bullies, victims of bullies, and also we're going to have student advocates of bullying involved in the program too. And these will be the kids that are out there sticking their neck out and making sure that their fellow classmates are safe. If they see a problem, a lot of these kids will go over and stop it, and that's what this program is all about, mm-hmm. in a nonviolent way. And we're going to take these entities and we're going to put them together in a martial arts school. It's very traditional, tank sudo. We have a lot of very qualified instructors and masters involved in the program, and we'll get to that in a little bit. We're going to take this to a level and show the world that we can take these entities and put them in one combination. And I'd like to see these kids come home with some trophies and be proud. Mm-hmm. Whether they bring the trophies home or not, they're going to learn a lot of values. See, a lot of people have a lot of misconception about martial arts, and they think it's all like kick and punch. Well, the true tradition of martial arts is to heal first, and that's pretty much what we do. We try to heal the mind. We make sure these kids are in a good place, and anyone in the school is in a good place mentally. Mm-hmm. We want to make sure they learn the values of discipline, respect, and confidence. And these are things, you can ask any martial artist out there, they're values that they carry through the rest of their lives. Mm-hmm. It helps in decision making. It keeps your awareness level up. Mm-hmm. And the best part about it, once these kids are in this program, which a lot of these kids, or all of these kids are in the program, but as we get more kids in the program, they're going to find out that the more they get together with this, the higher their academic levels are going to be also. We want the schools to work with these kids with us, and they are. We have 26 computers that were donated by one of our sponsors, and that's Joseph Joyce and Associates. I'd like to thank them right now. We have 26 computers ready to go in low housing community centers that are going to tie into the schools, hopefully eventually through the internet. for right now, 10th Street Principal for Wyoming area, Mr. John Pollard. He was the one who suggested the schools in the low housing areas to help out with things. And I called him this year and I told him I had the computers. He's more than happy. He's already looking into getting the programs to be installed in these computers. And we're going to try to get the kids, you know, a little more active in schooling, rather than, you know, wasting their time fooling around. Maybe they'll get a little more ambitious, you know, once they get these values, you know, put into them.
Well, I think that it's a great program because it benefits a student physically, socially, emotionally, academically. Like the whole entire child is benefited just by this program alone. So you must be really proud of everything and how far you've come.
Well, everything's gone great so far. I mean, the kids have responded to the program, and that's really the main thing. You know, the interest is there. A lot of these kids don't like what's going on in their schools and they want to make a change. And what we're trying to do is take a generation and make it better.
Thor, what is your involvement? I know that you were one of the founders. You've been helping Dave Wright since the beginning.
Since the beginning, Dave's asked me to help out with any situation and every situation, from showing up to just being there as moral support. And then later on, I started involving with Dave, helping out with small problems. And then later on, it got a little serious, so we stayed. And we've basically been working together. Anything and everything that he's brought up so far, I've backed him up 100% on, so we're hoping to keep on with it.
Oh, Thor's been awesome. I'll tell you what, the kids love him, they trust him. He's talked with them. They know if they have any problem. Thor's gone through quite a bit himself, which so have I, which was the other reason that I did this, because I was right where a lot of these kids were. And I remember it well. And Thor the same way. He has a lot to offer these kids, a lot, especially in the talking and straightening out things. Yeah, he's really good with them.
And small problems could become really big
problems.
problems.
We try to get them when they're small.
Nip them in the bud.
That's right.
You're watching Northeast Current on the ION Network. When we come back, we're going to be talking to some martial arts instructors as well as karate instructors and seeing their involvement with Students United. Dave Williams is here, Thor Hobbs. My name is Kate Moss, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Northeast Current on the ION Network, and good morning. My name is Kate Moss. I'm here with Dave Williams, who is the founder of the program Students United. It's an anti-bullying program. I'm also here with Sheila James Davis, who's an instructor in martial arts. I'm afraid she's going to beat me up as I'm standing here. But she's been involved in the program for a little while. So Dave, tell us a little bit about Sheila, and then Sheila could tell us what she does.
Yes, this is Sensei Sheila Davis. I taught with her in a school a few years back, and we got to know each other quite well. We respect each other as people and martial artists. She is behind the program 100%. She even told me anything that she can offer to let her know. Well, now we have a school, and here she is standing in it right now, and she wants to be a big part of this in a big way. She brings a lot to the table. She's great, and I mean absolutely great with kids as far as teaching them techniques and talking with them. And I've seen her put bow programs together for parades in like a couple of days, and the kids had it all down. And she's an excellent instructor, and even a far better person. She really rocks. I love her.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah, Sheila, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, my son and I, Joseph James, who is the head instructor for our company, Edge Combat Systems, we've had the pleasure of training with many of the masters for the last 16 years. And we teach practical self-defense for all ages, and that is our passion. And we want to bring that to Dave's school. And we are so thrilled to be part of this anti-bullying program. Joey and I both believe very strongly in the new school and all the programs that Dave has put together, and we're excited to work with the other instructors, and we've worked with Thor before, and excited to get back to the basics with the school and work with some of the kids. Some of the kids that were with us at our old school are here today, and that's so exciting. And that is our focus. Self-defense, anti-bullying, protect not just your children, but everyone's children.
Well said.
Thank you, Dave.
Well
Thank you
said.
for including Joey and I in this program.
Anytime.
How long have you been involved in the program?
Dave and I started talking about the program for the last couple of years.
Yeah, about 2 years.
We've been working together and talking about what we can do to make the program a success and how Joey and I can contribute to it because we all have our specific skill sets. I mean, Joey is a 22-year-old big and strong man. You know, he's great with the big hand-to-hand, just like Thor. You know, I'm practical where I could take a little girl or a young boy and teach them that they can defend themselves and not be afraid and not be bullied by someone who's bigger than them, say somebody as big as Thor. And Thor and Dave and I have worked very hard together in self-defense. Thor used to attack me at the last school and make me show my self-defense skills to the kids.
But that's what brings it out.
And that's what brings it out.
Right.
If I can do it, they can do it. And that's what we want to show the kids.
And I think you do that very well.
Thank you.
And how does martial arts actually tie in to Students United? I know Sheila was saying about how you teach them self-defense and to stand up for themselves. But how exactly should a student handle themselves?
I'll tell you what, I don't mean to cut you
No.
off, but you hit it pretty good. I could show you very well right now. As a matter of fact, we have a couple of kids here right now who are in martial arts schools, and I'd like to recognize their schools and who they represent. And they're here not just representing the schools. These kids have either been picked on, changed their lives because of martial arts, or these are the kids that everybody looks up to when they're in trouble. And these kids have, you know, a lot of stories to tell. I'd like to recognize Mr. Josh. If you could stand, sir, and please come over.
Watch your steps.
You want your feet? Yeah. He represents Golly's Fighting Chance in Exeter. He also represents the Boy Scouts of America.
Good job.
And this young gentleman has broken up fights, and he stopped many kids from, you know, picking on and bullying other kids. And I always like to praise where praise is, and this young gentleman right here is a perfect example of what you were speaking about, because what martial arts did with this young man, if you can remember the first day you came in to the class, it wasn't pretty for yourself, was it? You just kind of sat there bumming out, didn't you? And what happened a couple classes later? You were right on the floor. Where are you now, sir?
I'm a green belt 1 stripe in Tang Sudo.
And that's something to be very proud of, and I am very proud of you, sir.
Thank you.
This is an example of what happens when you get martial arts involved with a kid. He had no confidence. Josh, if you don't mind me saying, the kid cried the first day. He did not want to get on the floor. He didn't have any confidence at all. Now, you can't get confidence out of him because he's all confidence. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Have a seat.
Students United is such an amazing program, and it's come so far from even November last year when we taped with them originally in the studios in Scranton. I remember you had a bunch of your kids there. You still have some of your kids here, just
We
a
tried
fraction.
to calm down a little bit for you.
Yeah. And we're going to be right back because karate is also part of the program. Dave Williams is going to continue to be with us. Students United is an amazing program that is anti-bullying, and they've come so far from just November of last year when we originally filmed with them. I'm Kate Moss. Good morning. Welcome to the ION Network. This is Northeast Current. We'll be right back. Welcome back into Northeast Current on the ION Network. My name is Kate Moss, and we are here talking about anti-bullying and Students United. I'm here with Lori and Bob, who have a karate school. They recently got involved with Students United. Lori, what exactly is your involvement at this point?
Well, my partner Bob and I, we just opened a school in Pittston, and it's a UTA school. We teach karate, self-defense, forms, all kinds of things, weapons. And Dave gave us a call and asked if we'd be interested in helping out.
And Bob, how do you feel about the program?
I feel good. I mean, you can't turn on Thor. The guy's name is Thor, so you can't turn on a guy named Thor. But when Dave came to us in the beginning, I wasn't sure what he was looking for. When he was saying he was working with the people who are the bullying people, I kind of thought, oh, that's a different take on things. We usually help the people who have been bullied. So when he explained the program to us, it was kind of like a no-brainer. Yeah, we can get in on this and help you out in any way we can. So he asked us to help him, you know, with some of the testing when they advance a little bit. So.
And what's the name of your karate school?
We're United Tang Soo Do Alliance of Pittston. We also have a school at the JCC in Scranton.
Okay.
And there's a school in Dalton. There's several UTA schools in Pennsylvania.
Well, Students United has really become a big program here in northeastern Pennsylvania. It is going even further. And we're going to be right back after this quick break. And by the way, this is Edwin standing with us just to give us some moral support. He's someone that's involved in the program as well. We'll be right back. Good morning. It's Northeast Current on the ION Network. My name is Kate Moss. Stay tuned.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
The United States Air Force has a proud history of leading our nation in embracing diversity. We've been reaching new heights for years by understanding it's our individual experiences which make us strong. You can share in this success by seeking opportunities to learn and grow as a member of a diverse team. We are the world's greatest Air Force, not because of what we do, but who we are. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Well, we've spent a half an hour with Students United. It's an anti-bullying program here in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. It is growing. It is going to be in a lot of the schools. The founder, Dave Williams, his partner, Thor Hobbs, thank you so much for being with us. And I know that there's another entity that is very important to Dave that is involved with Students United. So you want to close up with that?
Yes, absolutely. There is another very important part of this, Kate, and it's something I've felt strong about for a long time, and I think should have been in place long before my time. And that is a comprehensive, non-lethal self-defense program for our public servants, our cops, our firemen, our paramedics, our rescue guys. See, a lot of times, especially the paramedics, they get on scene first, and sometimes it isn't pretty, and they have to deal with trying to help bring somebody back or help a person who's hurt, and they can't because there's somebody either attacking them or just getting in their face. And these guys don't have the martial arts background or the confidence, you know, to handle a situation like that and to get back into what they're supposed to be doing and what they want to do. And we just feel that if these guys are out there and they're protecting us, it'd be nice that we help them protect themselves. These people want to get home to their families too. And to present a non-lethal way, say if a gentleman or a woman is charging an officer and they have no intention of stopping, well, by law, this cop or this officer, they do have the right to protect themselves if they feel that their life is going to be threatened. And I feel if they know a different way, a non-lethal way to maybe take a weapon off someone or to stop somebody that's charging you without having to do anything lethal, anything would help in that direction. And that's what we're here for. We have Goshin Jitsu black belts. We have Thor over here is a master of weapons and self-defense. I couldn't have a better guy as a partner on my side here and what I bring to the plate. There's several martial artists out there that I wish could have been here tonight, and they wish they could have been here tonight. Grandmaster Kowaleski, he's been behind the program 100%, him and his school. And I can't say enough about who that gentleman is. Also our youngest grandmaster in the world, and he's accomplished quite a bit. And if you remember, we had a few of his students on last year. They couldn't make it this year. They had prior engagements. But we want to help all our public servants. We want to give them a little bit better chance to come home to their families, and so also someone else may go home to their family as well.
And I know that Pittston City has a really big hand now in this with lending you the facilities to actually get your kids together too.
Huge, huge. I have to thank Fireman Joe Kelly, Michael Lombardo. They had asked me, they showed me the room and asked me to write a letter of intent to the city, which I did. And it was only 2 weeks later I get a phone call from the Redevelopment Authority. They owned the building, and they said they were having a meeting that night. And then I asked if I could attend. They said, yes, please do. I went down and we talked, and they voted unanimously to let me use the facility for this because it's a public service, and we're going to get a lot of things accomplished between the kids and our public servants. There's a lot of people I'd like to thank. I have many sponsors, and the sponsors, it's growing at a really nice rate. I mean, people are just starting to outreach and help. We have Parish Limousine, we have Just Fred Catering, we have Dante LaFrat Catering, we have Eugene Domenico Chiropractic Clinic, we have Colley's Physical Therapy in the new building in Pittston. They're helping out with a lot of things. I hope I'm not missing too many. It's hard to remember everybody.
Well, you know what? It's a tribute to how much this has grown.
Joseph Joyce and Associates.
Yes, the computers.
They're the ones that donated the computers, and they've been longtime friends, and they're helping out with a couple of things. A lot of companies in the area are awaiting our sponsorship letters, which are being put together. We have a lawyer working on that. I don't know who the lawyer is. It's through a friend of mine, and for the next segment, I will have that name.
Okay.
Two more people, Kate, I would love to thank, and they are probably the most important people in this building as far as the running of it, and that's Charles Barone and Mike Lombardo from the Redevelopment Authority. These guys are amazing. They've helped me in so many ways, you know, between the building and if I need anything. Mr. Lombardo mentioned, along with the rest of the council, that there is a elevator shaft in this building, and they were waiting for the new technology to come out to apply the carriage and the mechanism. And they had told me for the handicap, that will be something in the near future, or however far in the future, that we will be looking forward to also, so that our handicapped people can get up here.
And if you want to help with Students United, you can certainly go to their website. You could also contact Dave Williams or Thor Hobbs, or you could even contact us here at Northeast Current on the ION Network. Thank you so much for spending your Thursday morning with us. My name is Kate Moss. We'll see you next week.
It's grown. Go.
Start that again. Okay. Guys, don't move.
Please
stay where you are.
Stay where you're at. Okay. Brooklyn. It's Brook and Brooklyn on that one. Look. Thank you, guys. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. It's awful quiet.
It's awful quiet in here.
Now
What
that it's
happened?
quiet, you can't think.
All right, are you ready?
I know.
All right, let's go.
Quiet.
Quiet on the set.
Am I buying pizza?
He said he's buying. You know, like the side of my cat.
So we had an interest. No, I'm not going to do it that way.
Quiet, please.
Big clap.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Oh, jeez. Cheerio! You can get in. Edwin, okay. Bob and Lori, okay. He's just going to stand here for support.
I'm just security.
Security, there you go. Keep them quiet. Keep them quiet, too. Good?